So you're moving to Portland, Oregon, and you're wondering what are the best, most safest areas to live, especially with all the stuff you've seen on the news as of lately. Well, we've got to list the top 5 safest areas for you to live right here in Portland, Oregon. If you want to know that, we're getting after it right now. What's up, everybody? Jackson Wilkie here with the Real Agent Now Group right in the Portland Metro. If this is the first time to this channel and you want to learn everything about what it's like to work, eat, sleep, live, play, and those safest areas, make sure you tap that subscribe button and you click the bell so you're notified every time we do a new video. And we honestly get so many phone calls, emails, texts every day from people moving, relocating here. We absolutely love it. So thinking about moving anywhere in Portland, Oregon or Southwest Washington, make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Days, nights, weekends, we got your back when moving to the Portland Metro. All right, so I'm not allowed to steer in any way, and I don't want to, but this is a question that people obviously ask all the time. And when clients are reaching out and we do these Zoom calls, we're bringing up the maps, we're showing areas. Hey, this type of people live here, these type of people live here. What's your lifestyle? And we can start placing you. Well, this, safe areas always gets brought up. So again, I'm not allowed to steer in any way. So what I did is I went to niche.com. I'm taking their top 5 lists. So may not even be the order that I would put it in, but they are great areas. And what I want to do is take their list that's public information and just tell you who lives there, who doesn't. This is going to help you to kind of find what areas are going to fit your lifestyle. More importantly, a bunch of areas that won't fit your lifestyle. With that being said, we're getting into it. Number 5, I was pumped to see that this city was actually on there as one of the safest. It's Milwaukee, Oregon. Now, I'm not a longtime resident, not born and raised. I'm an Idaho kid who moved to the Portland Metro, 5 years back. Milwaukee's an area that I didn't even know anything about. Jesse, my business partner, he grew up in Oregon City, down the river, and would come up into Milwaukee a lot. And so it was really, really small town. It still has that feeling. But when we went and shot the vlog of Milwaukee, I was blown away. It is gorgeous. It's cool because you're on one side of the river and there's like lots with an acre and a half, and you're viewing Lake Oswego across the river. So the coolest part about Milwaukee is that you're only 15 minutes from downtown. There's parts where you're driving where you can actually see downtown. They got the Max that comes in there, and they've really revitalized it. 2 years ago, we were in there shooting videos, and they were rebuilding or completely reconstructing God, that's a tough word, doing new construction, completely revamping the high school there. So it was an area that we were like, oh my gosh, this is the sneaky best place. We helped clients like 2-3 years ago get in there, and they love it. It's caught, as everything has lately, but that was an area that you could get in way more affordable, be so close to downtown. You're right next to Eastmoreland and the Westmoreland and some of the cool funky shops. It's just a really cool area where you get kind of that Portland vibe, but more of like a small town living. So Milwaukee's an area, if any of that strikes your interest, that you would want to be looking at. Number 4 on the list, even when I moved here, it was out in the middle of nowhere. And now it's really kind of connected to the whole Southwest Portland, Oregon metro. So it is Sherwood, Oregon. Sherwood is going to be one of the farthest cities down to the southwest. So you've got Beaverton, Tigard, and then, Sherwood is down there. Over here is Tualatin. It was an area, again, it was all farm fields and really kind of separated from everything. They've got some actual killer private communities in there. One of them called Parrot Mountain. So if you want ultimate luxury, 30-40 minutes from downtown Portland, up in the hills, views for days, and drone footage. We have drone footage of the most beautiful views. Parrot Mountain Estates. In fact, Jesse sold quite a few homes in there. He knows almost every house. That's where you'd want to be. You're right next to all the vineyards, all the wineries. So if you can imagine just like Oregon wine country, just how beautiful the mountains and the trees are, that's Sherwood. It's small town living, but they built the biggest high school in Oregon. So schools are great there. And again, you can read all this online. And yes, it is very almost like small town living, but it has blown up. We love their skate parks down there. They got great restaurants. It's really been blowing up lately, and it's an area that we frequent quite a bit, as a family. So Sherwood is a pretty awesome area, and it's a little bit more country and rural. Number 3 on the list, and you got to realize that Vancouver, Washington is part of the Portland Metro. Number 3 on the list is Camas, Washington. It's erupting. This place is like the green oasis mecca. People who are choosing Vancouver, Washington over Portland, Oregon are really starting to hone in on Camas, Washington. There's a lot of new construction going over that way. You have Lacamas Lake. Again, read it online, but some of the top school districts, in the entire Portland metro for Washington, for Oregon, is going to be Camas. It is kind of just like the oasis, Pleasantville type of area. They got a cool little downtown area in Camas. And, again, you're going to have top-notch golf courses, communities, restaurants. You're completely self-sustained. You're just above the river. So not only do you have a lake, but you're just above the Columbia River. So some of the best hiking, national forest. It's just a really cool area, and it's super safe. I know families just eat it up. So if you're thinking between Oregon, Washington, these are questions that we help you with. You've got to reach out, tell us those things, and we start having these communication, these conversations with you of like, okay, yeah, what you're mentioning is actually up Vancouver. You didn't even know it, and it's only 15 minutes away from the airport, 20 minutes away from the airport. So again, this is why we love when people reach out, but Camas is an area that you definitely want to look into. Number 2 on the list, I actually thought would be number 1. Very surprised to not see it so. It's Lake Oswego. We've been talking about Lake Oswego since we started this channel. Currently, the wife works down in that area. It's our favorite area. You walk down there to A Street. They have all the shops, the restaurants, bars. Everybody's smiling. Everybody's friendly. There's like 27 trailheads around there. There's Roy Rogers Park right there, right on the river with sandy beaches. You've got the Tryon Park right there too. So a huge trailhead on the north side of Lake Oswego that you can go up miles of hiking. You have just all the gorgeous beauty of Oregon. And if you look online too, you're going to see that the Lake Oswego school districts are ranked number 1 in Oregon. So I get it. You got top, private golf courses there. Some of these neighborhoods that are tucked in just with so much character. It's not all cookie cutter. It's you're going to pay quite a bit more to be in the Lake Oswego, but you get it all. And they got really cool high-end restaurants all over in there. You just don't need to go anywhere. Yet it puts you really close to everything as well. So I was really surprised to see it was actually number 2, and that gets us to number 1. West Linn, our boy Addy Net, our lender who's on a lot of our videos. He's from there. He's going to be pumped to hear that. But West Linn actually gets the nod as the number 1 safest area to live in Portland Metro. It often gets overlooked as the little brother to Lake Oswego because it's down to the south. Again, it's right on the river. The stories Addison has of being a kid growing up there, riding his bike, hitting the park, going swimming, wakeboarding, the suburbs, the mountains, the hills. It's really cool. And they have their little downtown area. And he's like, dude, it's like the mecca for kids sports. Like all the parents become best friends. They do everything together. They go down to Little Cooperstown and, they'll get a pitcher of beer and some pizza. The kids go hammer the arcade games. So it's like real community driven small town. So you're going to meet people quickly. And I know the sporting, the athletics there are really, really good as well. So West Linn is an area that you're going to get in a little bit more affordable than Lake Oswego, but have almost the same amenities, and you're right there. Plus, there's the Oregon Golf Club, which is right out there. I've golfed it. It is beautiful. One of the coolest golf courses I've ever seen. You have all of those massive acreage estates. This is where you're going to see like 10, 15, 20,000 acre or 10, 15, 20,000 square foot homes on like 50 acres out there, and vineyards, and a lot of athletes, pro athletes actually choose this area as well. So super sneaky, but super safe. Guys, this is what we do. Reach out to us. Tell us 2, 3 things you like, you don't like. We start opening up the map. We listen to you and we go, I know the street. I know the neighborhood that fits you perfectly. This is exactly what we love doing. The only way we can help you is you got to reach out to us. You got to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Days, nights, weekends. We got your back when moving to the Portland Metro and Vancouver, Washington. And until the next video, we'll catch you later.